Hi, it's Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will take you through Module 5 of the Interior Design Institute's course on lighting. We will be drawing an electrical plan in SketchUp. Let's go! In today's video, we will be covering lighting. I will show you how to do this in SketchUp free, and I will show you two versions. One is completely free and one is using an SKP file which you will import in, which you can purchase if you wish to, but you can totally do it for free. So you will need your floor plan from Module 4, and I will show you how to allocate tags to different components on your drawing so you can hide them, and then find the lighting and electrical components in SketchUp for free using the 3D warehouse. And then I will also show you the second option, which is to import the SKP file. A quick review of how you would put that onto your presentation using PowerPoint this time. Last time we used Google Presentation, which you can still use. PowerPoint is pretty much exactly the same, except that it's on the Microsoft Office suite, so you have to pay for it. But same principles. But if you wanted to use PowerPoint, you can. Otherwise, you have your title block saved and already set up from Module 4 in Google Presentations, so just use it again. And the easy thing about this assignment is that it doesn't have to be to scale, so you can just have to put it in. One of the important things is how to insert the key to show like the legend, or it's called a key, of all the electrical things that you've selected to put into your drawing. So you need to show what they are and write text to explain what each of the symbols mean, and that's really easy. This is probably your second most easy assignment to do after Module 3. Because you've already done your floor plan. You can either also, option 3 is to just print it out and draw it by hand, and they even suggest that in the assignment. So if you're really struggling with the CAD programs, definitely print it out and draw on top. Otherwise, if you're keen to find out how to do it in SketchUp for free without having to pay for SketchUp layout, watch this video. First things first, we're going to open your Module 4 drawing that you handed in SketchUp. This is my Module 4 drawing that I handed in. What we're going to do now is set it up to use for Module 5. So first things first, we're going to go Save As, SketchUp, and then Module 5. So I'm overriding my last Module 5 file to create a new one. But otherwise, you just type in a new file name and then it will save. All right, so we can see this is my new Module 5 Lighting 1 and it's been saved. And that's good because if you muck up and you want to start again, you can quickly go back to your Module 4 and then again, resave it. So the first thing we're going to do is assign tags to each of the items so we can turn them off. But if we wanted to quickly see the dimensions or see where the furniture is, we can quickly switch them back on and then turn them back off again. So first, let's have a look at these tags. So on the right-hand side menu, we've got tags here. Click and you can see there's already 3 assigned tags, and these tags are usually attached to the entities or the components that you've put in. Now, if you're like me and you use the SKP file, most of these will already be assigned tags to 2D furniture. So let's turn it off. So with the eyes are open, that means you can see them. Let's turn off the eye, and that means all the 2D furniture components are now switched off. As you can see that this furniture item is not assigned to 2D furniture, and that is because I took it from the 3D warehouse. So let's assign it to the 2D furniture. This is a group, so I just got to make sure that this 2D furniture is highlighted, and when I click on it, it should switch off. Gone. Excellent. Now we've also got some floor lamps here that didn't disappear. So I'll click on them to also get rid of them as well. I might get rid of these people as well because they're sitting on the furniture. Awesome. Okay, and now we've got the TV and the coffee table. Now if I click on it, I can see, oh, it's not a group. Let's make it a group. So I'm going to undo. I'm going to click on my arrow so then I can group it. So here. So this has taken the underneath as well. If I make that part of my group, it will turn it grey, and I just want it to stay white. So let's click out, and I just want to select the lines. So then just the lines are going to be part of 2D furniture. So select Shift on the keyboard, and then start clicking on the lines. I'm also going to do this for the TV because I know that also is cool. And now I'm going to click on 2D furniture here, and then allocate these to 2D furniture, and hopefully it works. Cool. All right, so one's gone. Okay, done. It worked. Cool. All right, so I can also see that some of my 2D furniture items have also gotten rid of my cabinetry. I want to be able to see the cabinetry on this particular floor plan. So we've got part of the kitchen. We've also got all the windows. So what we're going to do, we're going to triple click on the items. And then we're going to go to the right-hand side menu, click on this top one, which is Entity Info. So I've triple clicked on one of the windows, and now it's showing me all of the windows that it's related to. So I'm going to change this tag. So we're going to create a new tag here. So click on the plus. I'm going to call it Windows. Go OK, because that makes sense. Now this current tag here, see it's highlighted 2D furniture. I'm going to change it to Windows. Cool. So now if I close my eyes on the windows, all the windows will disappear. And if I open the windows, open my eyes for the windows, I can see them. And if I get rid of the 2D furniture, woo, I can see my windows still. Whereas before, when I clicked on 2D, turned the eye off for 2D furniture, all the windows disappeared. All right, so I want to do the same with this cabinetry. Get my arrow, click out. Okay, so this line is 2D furniture. I want that. This one, I've just got my control key on. So this might be a little bit tedious. Cool. All right, I can highlight it this way and it should work as well. Okay, current tag, I want it to be untagged. All right, escape. All right, let's see. 2D furniture, if I turn it off. Cool, my cabinetry is left there. I also want to assign this island as well to untagged. Oops. When you select the floor, you want to select the floor. Oh, you want to select the floor because I want it to stay white. All right, let's go untagged. Cool. So now if I close my eyes to furniture, cool, my cabinetry is still there. Awesome. Okay, what else is missing? I want to see the cabinetry in my laundry. So let's select that. Okay, so I triple clicked it and then I'm going to assign it to untagged. All right, so that's where I was going wrong. You have to triple click it. Cool, so now when I turn off my 2D furniture, cool, my cabinetry in there is still there. And all right, so the triple clicking doesn't work. Just try and click it once. Awesome. Any other cabinetry I need to stay? So I've also noticed that my single doors are also disappearing. So we need to turn these into untagged. So let's click it once. The entity info, untagged. Oh, let's make it a door actually. Door. Cool. 2D furniture. Let's change it to a door. All right, so 2D furniture. Awesome, my doors remain. Okay, look. And now I've got this fully sick, empty floor plan. All right, so these dimensions should also disappear if I click on dims. And they do, which is great. Let's delete this leader line here that I put in so I could place my dimensions. All right, let's turn dimensions back on. And this background disappears, which I don't like. So let's highlight that and let's change this tag to untagged. Okay, cool. And let's see if we turn off dims. Cool, the background stays. So if you're getting any gray spots, I suggest that you check your tags because they could be assigned to something. So I know here, see, this is the coffee table. If I turn my untagged off, but if you assign it to something else, it will remain. Okay, cool. That makes me happy. All right, so we've made for a clear floor plan. And I'm going to turn the dimensions off. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so now we want to insert our electrical items. Let's go to 3D Warehouse for our method 1, the first way we can do it for free. Now this method, I've looked at most of the 2D 2D electrical items and it doesn't have everything that's in the module, that is set out in the module, nor does it have the exact same looking symbols as well. However, as long as you have a really good key where you show this symbol means this, then you should be able to pass. But if you want to use symbols that are similar to the module, the same symbols that are used in the module, then you'll have to go through and download every single electrical 2D component that you will find to find the ones that you want to use. Otherwise, you can wait for method 2 and see what you can use. So I'm going to type in electrical symbol. Close this so there's a bit more space. So in products, you won't find any. You go to models and there's 108 items. So you can go through and download as many as you want from here. And to see if you can find the symbols that will suit you. So let's try this one, electrical schematics. And look, you've also got dashed lines, whereas when you draw them on here. There's no dashed lines. Maybe let's do this one actually, because it's got symbols and the dashed lines. Download. Okay, so I'm going to put this outside of my working space. Okay, so none of these symbols look like ones I want to use. As you can see, the font's a little bit off, and these don't look like any of the symbols that are in the workbook. However, they do have this, so let's explode it. Right click. Oh no, let's use that arrow. Arrow. Explode. Okay, let's delete all of these so we don't have too many things. There's a dashed line there. Okay, cool. All right, we'll keep that dashed line for now. Awesome, that's cool. Okay, 3D warehouse. This one has a lot, so let's download it. Okay, so same. There's not really many symbols here that look like the ones in the module. But like I said, you can use them if you want, as long as you create a good key. And the key is this, where you have the symbol and you've got the text next to it. I don't like this text, but I will change it. If I would use this, I would change it in my presentation when I go into PowerPoint. Let's move this here. Okay, let's look again. Ones. So these ones have the switches that look like the ones that are in the handbook download. Okay, let's move it over here. Cool. Whoops. And stop. All right, let's make this easy for ourselves. So we want to change these tags to electrical. Let's make a new one called electrical. Okay. So that's turned up, untagged, and let's assign it to electrical. Yeah, here it is. Cool. Same with all of these, untagged. Let's go electrical. I know that not all of these. Multiple. Let's make them all electrical. This is better. Here, untagged, electrical. Cool. Cool. Alright, as long as I'm randomly selecting it, it's all coming up as electrical. Okay, select, tag, electrical. Cool. Alright, let's put it on. Okay, so now we need to explode these. So click, explode, right click, explode. Okay, and whatever we use, we're going to leave on our working space. So let's start with this here. We're going to go right click, copy, and then paste. And now it's stuck to my cursor, and now I can take it places. So we're definitely going to put a single switch in the study because that kind of makes sense. And like in the last module, you hover and click over a red cross, rotate and move it to where you want. Awesome. So that's a single switch. Let's let's Control C and V here. Whoops. Control V. So I'm pasting, and now I'm putting this on my working space to create a key for when we do go to our presentation. So that's one. All right, let's put in a double switch. So I've highlighted, Control C, Control V, Control V. Oh, come on. Let's see. Yeah, got it. All right, so where would I put a double switch? I'm going to put one here. And let's rotate this. The reason why I put that there, because I believe I'm going to put a fan and a light in there. So I need two switches, one for the fan, one for the light. All right, H to grab. What else have we got here? GPO. So GPO is a general power outlet. So that's the plug in the wall, or the things that you put plugs into walls in. Let's just take this for the purpose of it. Okay, I'm going to put this in the laundry because for my dishwasher and, not my dishwasher, my washing machine and dryer, I need a power plug for each. So let's put that there. Also, I forgot to put it into my key. Control C, V, oops, arrow, Control C, V. All right, so these are switches. This is, so that's a part of electrical stuff. So I'll also put this GPO in the same area. I'm also going to copy this, Control CV, in the electrical area. All right, and what else is there that can I put in? TV outlet. Let's do this. Explode, explode. Control CV. All right, so this is electrical as well. So I'll dump it here. And then Control V to paste another one. And I have a TV here, so let's put it there. And I'm going to rotate this. Cool. So you're getting the idea. If you need to understand what the symbols mean, look at the module with the explanations. So we've got 4 items there, which are electrical items. I suggest that you put in more, obviously, but this is just for the purpose of the demonstration. So of course you could put in smoke detector, you can put in data points for the internet, etc. And so you can see them here. There's a telephone jack, there's a doorbell, smoke detector, thermostat, etc. Okay, so now I'm going to put in some lights, and this goes into a different part of the key. So let's put in a chandelier. This isn't the same symbol that they use in our module, but this is going to be an example of, you know, if you have a good key and it makes sense, then it shouldn't matter. So I'm going to separate the lighting from the electrical stuff. So that's it. And then Control V again, because I'm going to put a chandelier on my floor plan now. So there's going to be one in my lounge, Control V, put one in the dining room as well. Cool. So chandelier is a chandelier. It doesn't mean that they're exactly the same. When you do your lighting schedule, which is in another module further down, that's when you will say, okay, in the lounge room, it has a particular type of chandelier. And in the dining room, it has a different type of chandelier. This is just so that the electrical drawing can see that there are chandeliers there. So now I want to put a ceiling fan with a light. This is going to go in the sitting room. Control C, Control V. Okay, so that's here, and that's why now I have a double switch here, so I can either turn on the fan or the light separately. I need to also put a key here. Cool. And now I want to put in some recessed lights. So I'm going to use this symbol as the recessed light, and these are going to be downlights for me. So Control C, Control V. I'm going to put this here for my key, Control V to paste again. All right, so I'm going to definitely have downlights in my kitchen. I have heaps. So remember, for you, you're going to have to insert even more things. So if I had the symbols, I would probably put in the one of those a heating and fan light here for the bathroom, and had like a triple switch or something to control the fan and the heating and the light. And all of those symbols are in your module, so you can see which ones you can use. So for now, this is just to demonstrate how to do it in SketchUp. So in terms of this free version, we have also downloaded this light here. How cool is this? So I haven't used this before, but this is really cool. All right, so now we're going to join these to the power source. So in this case, it's the switches. And now we want to change the size of it so we can fit it onto our drawing to connect the switches to the lights, essentially, to show the inverted commas wiring. So we're going to click on the arrow here, then click on your component, and then we're going to select S for scale. And you can see these green grips. We can now use it to change the size. Now let's click M for move, and we'll move this over to our switch. And we can press S again to scale it so that it matches up to our item, like so. And there we go. We have one electrical line down. So that's one way to get the dotted line in. All right, let's go Control C, Control V. And now we're going to get more dotted lines in. So here, let's rotate it a little bit. So we want this to be like this. And then go S for scale. The only thing is you can see that the dotted lines aren't equal anymore. So it depends on how you feel. If you want to be a stickler to have the dotted lines, you can spend time trying to make all the dotted lines look the same. And you can do that by copying and pasting more of them, and then scaling them to the right percentage so that they work or they look all the same. But to be honest, I cannot be bothered. So I'll show you this for now, and then I will show you the other method, which is what I used when I handed in my assignment, and it's still passed, which was a solid line. Okay, so you can see this is my circuit, my electrical circuit. So this one switch will turn on all these lights here, and that's what that single switch means. I don't like how it's got these little circles at the end, so I want to delete them. So I'm going to explode these components by clicking, click. and then explode, and then I'm going to delete these circles. Explode. Maybe I can make this a bit bigger just so that the dotted lines look a bit more similar. Okay, so that's lined up. Now I'm going to explode it. And then right click, explode. All right. So delete the circle. All right, that's okay. Now I can delete each of these dotted dashes individually. All right, cool. There's my circuit with lines that are dotted, and that is certainly a way that you can make that work. Now, if I was to go to tags and turn off electrical, whoa, that all turns off. Cool, that worked really well. All right, so one circuit down. Now, the other way that you can draw the electrical lines is to use your arc tool. So we're going to use this one, 2-point arc A, because that means you have control over the size of the arc and where it begins and ends. So first we're going to go to the fan, and then here we can control the size of the arc, so we don't want it too bendy. And then I'm going to put the other line separately, so it goes to the light, and that shows that there's two circuits there. I'm going to finish off these other ones. So hand, I'm going to pull this across, and this will go to here. I like to just put it to whatever looks reasonable, so I think to the center looks good. So yeah, this has got two switches because one's going to go to the one for the lounge, and the other will go to the one for the dining room, because you don't want to switch one on and then it turns the other one on as well. And this one, I've got two switches here. So here, and this is going to be on one circuit. So turn all these down lights on. Okay, so that's one circuit. Remember, it doesn't have to close. It just means that, okay, that switch turns on all these lights. And this second switch I could probably use for the dimmer, which you write in. Or if I wanted to put a pendant light here, I could put that there and connect that to that as well. So yeah, of course, with the laundry, I'll probably put in the same thing, a single switch for the lights, maybe a double switch because one would go to a fan for the laundry. And like I said, I would put a triple switch here for like lighting, heating, fan. I'd probably put a light here as well. Probably put data connections in here. So yeah, keep working on yours until it's completed. So now we're going to import a lighting SKP file. So we go to the three lines in the top left-hand corner, go to import, click on my device, and then go to where you saved your SKP file. Import as component, and then bring it into your drawing like you did with the ones from the 3D warehouse. Scrolling in, you can see the electrical key is separate from the lighting key, and this is how you want to present it on your drawing. And you can see that these symbols in this SKP file that I have reflect the ones that are in the module. So let's just do one. In the assignment, it is a requirement to put in lighting for the stairs. So you have a free choice of how you do that. I want to put in track lighting. So let's do that now. Arrow, select the component, right click, explode it. So they become multiple components. Click out. So we've got these track lights here, or we've got track lightings with LED fittings. There's also this, the tread stepped recessed light. So I think I'm going to go with the track lighting with LED fittings because that's really in at the moment. So let's Control C, Control V, and then just like we did for the ones from the 3D warehouse, we can do this the same way. Cool. So if I've put in my LED lighting along one whole side of my stairwell, and I think that will look pretty good. I did think about putting it on this side as well, but no need. Cool. So I need to put this into my thingy. So let's just pull it over. So I'll just write this here. Remember, it's called LED track lighting. Okay, cool. So that's done. And now I'm ready to take a screenshot of this to put into our drawing. So I've got my 1 meter line here, and that's so that I can scale it to my template if I want to. I'm going to take the screenshot with this because I do like to have it for just in case. If you want to know how to scale your drawings, you can go back to Module 4, and I think from about near the end, you will be able to see how to scale your drawing by using that 1 meter line. Now let's type in snipping tool into the search bar and screenshot this. This is the title block that I used for my electrical drawing when I handed mine in. So I've just deleted everything and now we're going to use it. So you can see it's a little bit different to the IDI one. And that's not because it's PowerPoint, it's just this is the template that I had. And it's 1 to 50 as well. I'm going to paste the screenshot that we took as a picture. And we have this 1 meter line here. So I'm going to just see if this lines up with the ruler, the 1 to 50 ruler, and it does. So that shows the importance of drawing to scale, because when you have a proper scale template, it will always work. All right, so we're going to crop this now using the crop tool when you're in the picture formatting file or toolbar. I'm going to crop it all the way to the edge. Here and here. And because we were smart in placing our electrical symbols and our lighting symbols grouped, they're already set up to create our key. So I'll just center this, and that looks pretty good. Now you can either insert a text box from here, from your home menu, or you can go to Insert, Text Box, which is exactly the same, and we're going to finalize our key. So in capital letters, I'm going to type key, and I will also make this bold, and then another text box, single switch, So I need to make individual labels for this because they're not evenly spaced. So Control C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to just place these text boxes here. And then we need titles for these. So see how quick it is to create your key if you set it up from when you do your drawing. Okay, so that is good. You don't have to show it in a table, just got to show the symbols and what they mean so that when the electrician comes around to doing their connecting, it makes sense. Okay, so you might need to include other annotations on your drawing. So remember I said that these lights could be dimmed. So I'm going to write DIM in capitals, and we can change this font to something smaller but still visible. And I will place this here, copy it, and paste it a few other times. So seeing as I've put it on top here, you want to keep that consistent. And that's just so the electrician knows that, oh, okay, this is a double switch, so I guess the other switch is to dim it. Cool. If you want, I looked at the examples in our module and they didn't have a title for the drawing, but if you wanted to, you can still do that. So again, text box here, line it up with the edge. It's drawing E1, which is what we've got in the bottom right-hand corner, E1. Electrical ground floor plan. We've got our north thingy here, which I made randomly just using items in PowerPoint. So you can do that as well if you're using the Google presentation. Okay, cool. So make sure you fill it out, put in your name, blah, blah, blah. And this is ready for you to PDF. So if you are using PowerPoint for the first time, go to File, go to Save a Copy, and then here, change that to PDF. Click, and then Save, and that will save it as a PDF. So congratulations on finishing your Module 5. You've been shown 2 methods on how to do your electrical lighting drawing. The first method is for free, using the 3D warehouse in SketchUp free. And it also showed you how to put in either dotted lines, which is highly desired for electrical drawings, but know that these solid black lines can also be used. So whatever input you want to put or amount of energy you want to put into your drawing, you can choose either. Or if you want to have an electrical SKP file that you can keep forever for your future drawings, you can purchase it for a small fee, and the link is in my description box. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing you in Module 6 video.